3.4, a trickier problem, number 17. So again, over here we're counting by 1, so that's fine. And it's very obvious to me here because I see a 16 and a 4, and I know 4 times 4 is 16, and then I know 1 times 4 is 4. So if we're talking about it in multiplication, we'd be multiplying by 1/4. Okay, same thing as dividing by 4. I want my number to be smaller, so I'm going to have to multiply by a fraction. That's one thing to kind of put in your mind. When you multiply by a proper fraction, the product is going to be smaller than what you started with. And then 4 times 1/4 is, of course, 1. We do that all the time when we're solving equations, multiply by the reciprocal. All right, so recursive, start with what we know. F of 2 is 16. F of n, in terms of no matter what, is going to be the one before. So like if it was f of 3, it'd be f of 3 minus 1, which is 2. And then times 1/4. You really don't need the dot. You could also use parentheses, but you need to some way say times. Okay? So that's that one. Nothing tricky there. All right, explicit. F of n. Okay, now we take our number that we are multiplying by every time, our constant ratio, and that's our base because we're going to keep multiplying by that number. And it's going to be to the x minus 2 power because we're starting at step 2. So the power up here is x minus 2. And whatever this number is, we have to multiply by the whole thing. So I'm going to put it right here, times 16. Okay, that's probably a little bit messy. So let's rewrite it in a neater way. 16 times 1/4 to the x minus 2 power. It's here explicit. So 1/4 is our constant ratio. We say the x minus 2 power because we started with the 2 here. So 2 minus 2 makes 0. So that's just going to be 1. And so that's why we needed this 16 here. That's our output value. Should be an n minus 2. Sincere apologies there. Okay.